and to
You're just not fulfilling the brief if you're not doing that, you know?
I try to maintain a modest selection of useful experimental equipment in my simple laboratory. Unfortunately, it has become very difficult to obtain the most modern scientific accessories since the road up the valley became closed by the swamp.
Fair. I mean, that's just logistical challenges are coming any walk of life.
Reanimating the dead is just another day's work in the life of a scientist. Even science cannot bring a person back right the way they were, but one can use scientific principles to restore the semblance of life and energy to formerly dead flesh.
Okay, I'm with him on this one. Okay, continue on.
Human body's basically a potato clock.
I'm sure there must be a way to duplicate the effects of nature, but the results have not been promising so far.
Now, in fairness, he's got a point here. I mean, a shy cup of tea is death, but a good cup, like a strong cup of tea, is serious business. I mean, I think we can all agree on that.
Science. Without constant experimentation to prove or disprove one's hypotheses, the scientist is left trying to solve the world's problems by guesswork. That is hardly the most efficient way to achieve results. I try to
Okay, so
Mad?
we can possibly try and get some lab equipment or some tea for him. We got a few avenues here for this mad cunt.
Or bits of dead bodies.
Yeah, whichever, you know. I don't know if you can get like a cadaver pizza, but you know, he doesn't have to. Like, it might look like pepperoni. It doesn't have to be pepperoni.
Say goodbye to Dr. Cranium.
Please be careful not to break the beakers or crack the flasks on your way out.
Dr. Cranium has an orderly personality, so he likes to arrange things in tables.
I get the feeling that that John was like staring at an imaginary camera as he delivered that.
Yeah.
Just out into the middle distance, losing the will to live.
That didn't do it. That didn't.
Okay, right. So that was a healthy bit of exposition there. At some point, we will leave this godforsaken city, but for now, we're having a lovely time.
The headstone carver stares at you and then goes back to work.
So he doesn't have anything new, anyway. Now, let's see if we can get back. Hopefully, we get back to this sliding door puzzle that we have here.
That would be a lot.
Yeah,
Ooh,
search
hello.
under the desk then. There's the hooky things.
And 4213 is the code.
Yeah.
After that. Okay.
One.
That's one of those sticks. Okay. Got him.
Nice.
That worked out quite well. Up. Oh,
Climb down the ladder
okay.
into a seedy-looking room. A massive door blocks off a smaller room in the rear. This isn't as dusty as the Adventurers Guild, and the torches look recently lit.
Ooh, see.
Your eye is drawn to the Thieves Guild recruitment.
Uh-huh.
It's a Thieves
Gives you
Guild.
fond memories
Nice.
of your home guild.
Okay. I know that there was like Thieves Guild galore and all the other places we've been in, but having to crawl through a fucking picture frame for the Thieves Guild here? Fuck off, lads. Right?
This is a
Just
Thieves
knock
Guild
weirdly
recruiting poster,
in future.
featuring a sophisticated worldly master thief. In an early excess of 3D poster art techniques, the artist has arranged the poster so that the thief is holding an actual plastic card. A legend at the bottom says, "Don't thieve home without it."
I mean, fair point. Nice. Mashy. John Rhys Davies refused narrates this line. It is beneath him. I'm sick of your shit.
The painting is undoubtedly a forgery. Not that you know anything about art forgery, but you're quite sure that it would have been stolen a long time ago if it was actually worth anything.
That's not true.
Painting
Might have been painted by an asshole.
Stacked up in the corner, probably leftovers from wild guild parties. You examine the metal grate on the floor. It might be a drainage grate, but it's strange that there should be two of them right next to each other.
Oh, let me guess. It's another fucking secret passage.
Grate. Strange that there should be two of them almost next to each other.
I mean, what is it with the Thieves Guild having so many secret tunnels?
On close examination, you find some scratches that might be thief marks behind the side drain.
Okay, okay, I was about to ask what thief marks are. Okay.
Rummaging around under the floor drain, you find a round knob with a point on one side, which you pick up. Thieves have had to clean up after themselves since a few unfortunate accidents with maintenance personnel.
Okay, so that is a doorknob, I assume. Yeah, safe knob, there we go. So, now we need to find a safe.
Looks as though it could conceal 1,000 secrets. Most of the drawers appear to be fakes. The one real drawer is locked.
Okay. Are we sensing a booby trap here?
You're kidding, right? The desk is, of course, locked. You'd better not. It might be trapped.
No, absolutely force it open. Come on, the fuck. Like, live a little. Come on.
The double doors are locked shut. The lock itself looks sophisticated, but the door has a simple sliding latch. If you had the right tool, you think you could easily...
Oh, if only we had like a thin wedge of plastic we could do to wedge to jimmy the lock on this door.
Under this barrel, but
does that even work? You know, like, that is like an adventure game like staple, isn't it? Like it's the same with the fucking
There's nothing in these.
what is it? The like poking out a like key in a door, key in the door, and grab it, like catch it in like a bundle of paper. Like I would love to like do a series where try and debunk some of those like, you know, video game conceits, and where it actually just doesn't work this time.
There's nothing in these. There does seem to be something. It doesn't. No one.
It's just there's so many little mysteries in this, and where apparently too shit to solve any of them.
Wooden office chairs. It's one of the.
Okay, here we go. Oh.
You slip the guild membership card between the doors and unlatch the lock. Your guild card. Don't leave home without it.
That's not the phrase, but okay.
There are a number of fascinating books about thief techniques on the bookshelves.
Oh, so that's our prize. Reading.
Is the one
fantastic.
Traps. It says that with a new Mark II Thieves toolkits and a bit of skill in picking locks, you can locate and disarm almost any mechanical trap.
Okay.
In the section on surviving magical traps, the book suggests taking up religion.
How to deal with magical traps. You need Jesus, the end.
Y'all motherfuckers need Jesus.
Y'all motherfuckers need Jesus. That's a bit, yeah. It's a bit generous there, I think.
There is also... This looks like an interesting safe. Another fine product of the Filch Safe Company. But you can't for the life of you figure out how anyone can open a safe with no knob.
Oh, well, that's... Well, funny you should say that, actually.
Funny you should mention that.
Because I've got a knob with no... I've got a knob with no safe.
Replace the safe knob. The Filch safe looks right...
Neil, I know this is a very personal question, but do you have a safe knob?
Kind of like a wall.
Well, it's not been called safe, but...
With alternating right and left turns.
That's all I need to know, really.
Oh.
K-I-C-I-G-E.
You quickly rifle the opened safe.
All right.
Unfortunately, it looks as though legions of Thieves Guild initiates have been here before you, as all the money is gone.
Oh.
You do find 5 throwing daggers placed here for... Well...
I knew this was a training room, and I just didn't want to believe it.
The only other usable thing in the safe is a single lockpick, half buried in dust in one corner. You grab
lockpick.
And the daggers.
Yeah. Just one, though. You know, we don't want to get too greedy. Okay.
Oh yeah, pick the desk.
Ooh.
The lock springs open with a satisfying snick.
Okay. Uh-oh.
Maybe you should have tried
Oh.
disarming the trap on the desk
Uh-oh.
first. You set off a poison trap. Inside the desk, you find a complete and hardly used Mark II Thieves Toolkit. It has all the latest facilities for opening the toughest locks, cracking safes, and disarming mechanical traps.
Nice.
There is one lockpick missing from the set, so you add yours to it.
Okay.
You also find a fancy match set of 3 throwing daggers, which you add to your collection. Finally, you find some sort of diary or logbook in the desk. The title of the book reads, Memoirs of a Master Manipulator.
Mm-hmm.
Modest, eh? You take it out and set it on the desk.
Like, it's a catchy title, let's be fair.
Around.
It's the alliteration. That's how it does. That's how it works.
You leaf through the Chief Thief's logbook. An interesting entry speaks of a proposed night raid on the castle. The guild members would use the secret passage to avoid notice.
Yes.
You wonder which secret passage that might be.
I always want to know what the secret
A
patch is.
later entry in different handwriting indicates how far the guild had declined recently. It seems to be just a bunch of doodling and some nonsense words.
So,
It says, bad boys yell, good girls giggle, rich girls run.
huh.
Not quite on the same standard as a nighttime castle.
Well, I mean, that's clearly a solution to a puzzle.
One of the final entries says, Fred and Frank caught out at night without hooks. Fred is dead and Frank sank. I'm the last. An ambitious thief will try to prosper by hook and by crook.
I mean, if it doesn't work as a puzzle, it works as a limerick, so that's something. You know, thieves poetry.
You didn't know it.
Yeah.
Then the horror, shadows of darkness enfold me. Madness and mockery in the dark one's
Wait,
chamber.
he said the title of the game. That means something
Yeah.
now. Shit.
The author was in a chemically modified state.
Chemically modified.
I like that phrase.
I will use it from now on.
Sorry, John. It turns out corporate doesn't accept you saying the word shit-faced. But it sounds so.
There's a hidden safe behind it.
Voice.
You found a hidden safe.
Ah.
Good work.
I love the note, but the sound. Ma.
You set up the thieves' toolkit and try to disarm any traps that may be on the safe.
Ooh, puzzles. Hello. Okay, are we trying to highlight them all?
Interesting.
Okay.
You have successfully disarmed the safe.
I'm not quite sure what happened there. I don't know if those are coming up like automatically or what, but anyway.
You crack the safe using the Mark II toolkit. You take the healing potion, throwing dagger, and 5 crowns someone was foolish enough to leave inside.
Duh, suckers.
Fucking the amount of throwing daggers we've got now. We've gone from having none to nearly 10 of them.
And try
I'd say in fairness, like I'd say they'd be wanting to have a stockpile just in case. I mean, not to say that this character has a habit of doing that, but 100 pounds of meat strapped to his back in the jungle.
Well, that was literally just given away.
Yeah.
You have successfully disarmed the safe.
Now what do we get out of it?
Using the Mark II toolkit, you quickly manage to get the safe open. Inside you find 6 crowns.
We could have done with that poison cure, 5 minutes ago when we had to fucking set the trap off, so that's good.
They seem a fitting reward for your efforts, so you take them.
I'm also a thieving bastard, so that's why I'm taking it as well.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, something prospering thieves. I don't know.
The poster is firmly attached to the wall. There's nothing behind this one.
Are you sure? Are you surely sure?
Oh, that's a really unthief-like thing to do.
Come on, Shirley, give us something
Causing
here.
wanton damage tends to discourage people from leaving their valuables outfield. You depress the barrel tap, but nothing comes out. Instead, the barrel slides across the wall to reveal some sort of mechanism.
Okay. Oh.
This is a door unlocking mechanism. To operate it, Push each of the tiles until all 9 tiles have been set to the correct pattern to open the door.
Okay. Oh, it's one of these. I'm saying again. Right, so it goes through all the different suits until you have the right one? I presume that was in the manual?
Yep.
So,
Oh,
you
oh.
found my
Excuse me.
secret passageway. You must excuse me. I'm not quite myself anymore.
Yeah, that much is evident, yeah.
Don't worry.
But turned into a cockroach.
Yeah, that's... Well, I mean, he survived for a reason, I guess.
Long since anyone has been here. Ah, but I'm forgetting my manners. Welcome to Mordavia. I am the chief thief here. I'm also the only thief.
Chief,
here.
anyone ever told you sounded remarkably like Engine from Crash Bandicoot? Well, he seems like a trustworthy fellow. I think it's his claws that gives it away.
It looks like a cross between an enormous beetle and an older version of your old buddy you got.
Provide your resume. It's like that's nice and all, but I'm not really in a situation to give you a job.
Interesting. You have had a good deal of experience. If you study up on trap disarming and thief signs, you will have almost every skill you need to become a master thief. Perhaps even a chief thief like myself.
So, fun fact, this is voiced by a fellow called Hamilton Camp, who's passed on, but you'd also would know him as Chief Morty from Full Throttle.
Ah!
Of course you're a thief, or you wouldn't be here, idiot. Tuck that elbow in tighter on the belly rub next time.
Malcolm Corley, sorry, not Chief Morty. Jesus, I got my words mixed completely
You are
there.
a very brave and honorable man to offer such a thing. Are you certain you are in the right profession?
I'm one of these kind of new age thieves you hear so much about. You know, we follow the Robin Hood philosophy. You know, you'll hear about Robin Hood when we do Quest for Glory 5, which is all set in England. Set in, I don't know, Bottingham. That sounds plausible enough.
Oh, we're gonna stab him. Ah.
Really? I mean, okay. Not to say that was a bad decision, but that's very fucking obviously the wrong answer.
There is a little known secret way into the castle that I will someday reveal to you when I think you are ready.
Oh, so it's too early in the game to reveal that bit of plot. Gotcha. That's now that we're reading between the lines there, you know.
Miles around to learn the trade here. If only we were not completely cut off from the rest of the world,
Yeah.
this would be the greatest thieves guild in the whole world.
That's a good point. We actually don't know, point of reference, like how far away this Mordavia place is from everywhere else. Because I think, like, wasn't so Shapir was a carpet right away from Spielberg.
Yeah, well, we've not heard of it, so we can imagine it's quite distant.
Or even like, yeah, that's even assuming that it's in the right like same plane almost as well. So
The ones that left said they felt uncomfortable around me. Fools! Do they think this is some sort of brotherhood of man? This is a brotherhood of thieves. They should be uncomfortable.
I mean, what is it about this get-up that makes people uncomfortable? I just don't. Maybe it's the acid, actually. Come to think of it.
They decided to
Bleh.
Bleh. Now I know he wasn't always a cockroach, but he did always spit acid.